Larry, we are down the peninsula from San Francisco as you get a look inside modern Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the San Francisco 49ers. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They'll be led out by the third overall pick of the 2008 draft, the man they call Matty Ice, quarterback Matt Ryan.
Always knew he'd be a gym rat, very cerebral player, a guy that beats you with his mind as well as his physical attributes. But the best part, poise under pressure. He knows how to bring a team back in the fourth quarter.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. He takes this for 3 to the 29. Defensively, Jimmy Ward in on the stop. 6 yards here to go for the offense on second down.
4 down.
Freeman again. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. An early test. 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Get up! Hey, switch gears.
On 3rd and short, the fullback DeMarco. The first down yardage to the 35.
Football's such a game of tendencies, down and distance, and on 3rd and inches, 3rd and 1, you think, yeah, the fullback's probably going to get the ball, but when you get to 3rd and 2, most of the time that's either the running back or a pass play. So that's a nice tendency breaker by the offensive team there. Hand it to their big guy to pick up a first down.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
4 down. Check. 4 down. He's checking.
Look out! A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan.
Ball's going up.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
He's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. On 3rd down, Ryan. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Miles Jack in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
They come up in an offset eye.
Alert 3.
No. Check. Patriot. Philly. Here we go.
They go play here on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And they didn't wait long to take a shot there, that's for sure. But it falls incomplete, and it's 2nd down. 2nd down here after the incomplete pass.
Tight end right.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
Little motion now from the tight end.
Over.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Here we go.
10.
A first down carry for Henry. And he cuts it back left. And the cutback to the sideline. Derrick Henry all alone. Touchdown, 49ers. Derrick Henry, 74 yards. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Well called, well blocked, and he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's the rookie Derrick Henry that polishes it off with a touchdown run. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time with just punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. She took the words right out of my mouth. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. Trying to get that in the hands of Devontae Freeman that time. That'll bring up second down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. So again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. Connects with Sanu right side. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
He's not going to get me.
So that's the word from the referee. Neutral zone infraction, 5 yards.
And, of course, the defense is always pointing at the offense about how they drew them across. Flag goes against the defenders on that one.
4 down. Check 25.
After the penalty, here's Freeman. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
Ryan going to give to Freeman on the draw. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Here's Ryan to throw. It's caught. Jones. 11 yards for number 11.
I know that's their first connection in this game, but you and I both know that Julio Jones is without a doubt his quarterback's favorite target.
Oh, yeah, Matt Ryan loves this guy, and who wouldn't?
Yeah, and the reason that he's that is because of his dependability. And quarterbacks have to.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession. In quarter number 2, and they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10.
Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. 4 down. Check. 4 down.
Now Ryan on first down. To the right side to Aiken. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Partner, we're into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you've got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the...
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Kamar Aiken, 27 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all, and the Falcons score to cap it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Falcons set to get things rolling on defense again here. See if they can regroup a little bit. They gave up the touchdown last drive.
And you know from our meetings with coaches all across the league, one of their pet peeves, when teams get down, a lot of these guys now, they want to treat it like it's a video game or something. Hit reset. Let's start over, coach. Out of the first 2 series, they don't even matter now. Let's play again. That's not how it works. You're down. You gave up a touchdown. You can't do it again. You have to dig in, grit it out, and fight it out. Reset buttons. It's driving everybody crazy. There are no reset buttons when you're playing in this.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Collins. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a cornerback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him. The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Ryan leaves with Freeman on the draw. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Yeah, I think the blitz there really disrupted the draw.
Yeah, and it's usually when you catch them in a blitz, the draw works pretty well. If you're the offensive coordinator right now, that's visor throwing time, isn't it? Because that's supposed to work in a big way.
And he takes this one down all the way near the 30.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
I'll be here all day. I will be here all day. All day. I will be here all day. Hey, run. Go one more time. Boom.
They come up in an offset eye. Again, they'll run with Freeman. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16. A big run there by Freeman. 42 yards. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. They run it here with Thompson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
On offense, the guy that you want to have the best eyes on the field are your quarterbacks, so you can see everything pre-snap, and then, of course, as the play develops. On defense, oftentimes it's the linebacker, and on this play, his eyes took him right to the ball, and he made a nice tackle.
They run. Devontae Freeman. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Ryan Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Andrew Billings in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Larry Ridley at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front seven. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Now here's the Falcons defense getting set to go again. They had the interception last time, led to a field goal.
And kept points off the board against them as well. What a great way to end the drive. Take it away and set your offense up to put points on the board themselves.
The only thing would have been better a touchdown. Now they'll be looking to get the stop and lead to that here on the next drive.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Coach hinted to us that we may see some old power football here in this game. We got a taste of it on that first down run.
I love how he handed it to us, and then when we were watching practice, we were watching what they call inside drill with the offensive and defensive line, and they kept putting more defenders on the other side and saying, block that. I don't care how many guys are in there. I want to run the football this week, and boy, it has paid off for them in this game.
And now they're in the hurry-up. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Green, 39, Detroit! Detroit!
They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So a second down incompletion now brings up third down.
Stop right there.
Here we go now.
We got three.
Blue 90.
They'll set up a throw. On the screen, this is Coleman. 20. There he goes left side. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman in the final seconds of the first half. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front.
Well, someone has a sense of the dramatic here, don't they? Scoring this late in the half to take the lead going into the locker room.
Now they just don't want to misfortune on the next kickoff because there's still a little bit of time left on that clock.
Yeah, you do have to bring that up, don't you? In the NFL, every play is critical. Nothing cheap there. All that advantage they just gained goes right out the window.
And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line.
Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Feels right.
Ready? 1 receiver left, 3 to the right.
54's Mike.
After the interception, here's Ryan. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I know exactly why I tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered covered. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down.
No gain on this defense.
Wide 25.
Final play of the half. It's Ryan. He's going to take another shot here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety. And apparently that's all, Larry. So much for the halftime report. We'll see you in the postgame. We're ready to get to the third quarter. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Bang, bang.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
Floyd, the man in motion right.
You got to get that.
Black 99 Philly. Here we go.
They come up in an offset eye.
Detroit. Now let's go.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to float this one deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Michael Floyd, 77 yards. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. A chance for us to look now at this 49ers defense. Now, the interception for them the last time, and that turned into 6 points.
You think during their break they reminded the offense that, hey, we helped you guys out a little bit, right? You know, they want to see if they can do it again for them. They're putting together an entire team game by how they're playing on defense.
So the interception, the last drive, what will happen here? Defense maybe trying to guess the snap count there, and it costs them 5 yards.
Watch left. Tight end to the left, tight end left. Check.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Connects with Sanu right side. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Mohamed Sanu, 71 yards. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. It took him less time than that to get.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, you know, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
The Falcons defense gearing up as they take the field. They've had a couple passing touchdowns against them in this game, and that last drive they really got picked apart.
They've got to figure out how to tighten things up because no matter what they've done, whatever adjustments they've made, offense has been a step ahead of them. So they've got to figure it out. Usually, a sack of the quarterback could help change the momentum.
Maybe bring some pressure.
I think maybe a little bit of pressure would help them greatly.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They keep it with Henry on first down. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys in the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
All right, now, look at 56.
And the play clock's running down. Back to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead, take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And Freeman lost the football. And they're set up in a golden position here right around the 10-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Derrick Henry, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Not only touchdown number 2 for him, but a big run to boot. However, still trailing.
Still trailing, but not because of his efforts. Boy, he's playing really well, and I love his long speed there, right? Able to get out there and burst all the way to the end zone, and smart enough to keep the ball in his hands and get into the end zone for the touchdown. In 2016, on all levels of football, we're seeing guys drop it before the goal line. What's the rule, Brandon? Run into the goal post.
That's right.
Before you drop the ball.
That.
There you go.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty...
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Jack, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there. Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone, but these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't, and often the physicality sets the tempo for the game. Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. And the offense facing a 3rd and 6.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
No, check, Patriots!
Coleman now. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
They come out here in the eye. Again to Henry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
Double tight, double tight.
They'll come out in the pistol. And the big tight end shifting around. Play clock winding down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion.
Here we go.
They'll set up to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it'll be Falcon football as they take possession. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Double tight. 4 down.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he will maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And that's back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the fourth.
Check
24. Check 24.
Now Ryan on second down. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Eli Harold in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Second down, sacked by the defense. What type of pressure will they bring here on third? We'll see.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, third and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. 51 yards on the punt there. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Tighten up. Tighten up.
Time running out here on the play clock. On second down, here's Henry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first-level run, and it was stopped by a second-level player.
They come out here in the eye. They'll go with a keeper. Give him 2 yards on that play, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
It seems like, and it is a gamble on their side of the field, but they have supreme confidence in picking it up on a quarterback sneak. You can just feel it from this team.
Hey.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now a handoff to Henry. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line. I know anytime you watch a team run the ball really well, there's some pinball effect, people bouncing off of each other. There's also some things of beauty in there when you see these nice, explosive, strong runs. And this guy, he knows how to carry the football really well and continually wants the football. Why? He knows his offensive.
And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They come up in an offset eye. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going to loft one, deep left, and it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Taylor Gabriel, 42 yards. And the 49ers add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. We get a look now at the 49ers defense as they get into position. They were able to force the 3-and-out last time, led to the punt, and then led to a touchdown for their crew. So they'll be looking for a little bit more of that, Charles.
Well, I think that they created the spark with the 3-and-out. Gave a little momentum to their offense and said, all right, appreciate it, guys. And they took the ball downfield and stuck it in the end zone.
And that defense wasn't out there long. They'll be trying to keep it short here.
Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
Shut down.
And they're going to speed things up here. Here's Ryan. That is complete. Kamar Aiken, the intended receiver. 3rd down here. 3rd down and 4.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 4 down.
On!
Twist.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. And this is going to be incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there, and it brings up 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. That's a loss of 8 yards there to bring up 3rd.
For me, that was an example of why offensive linemen might want rearview mirrors at times, because you have your assignments to block, but if you can see what's going on in the backfield, and maybe the guy carrying the ball is headed in another direction, it might change what you do up front. But if they can't see that, and he's not in sync with what they're doing up front, well, this is when you end up with plays like this. A bad one for the offense, a really good one for the defense.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Deep drop. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end. But now this game Bye.